Hello, welcome to the Roundup show here on the Corner Flag. Lots of amazing results over the weekend. All the big teams lost, including Burnley. And to talk about it all, as always, we've got Nathan and Ronaq right here. How's it going, my
Oh,
friends?
Pretty
it's
good,
it's
pretty
going,
good.
bro. It's just going. जा रहा है I mean क्या बोलूं अभी
जा रहा है जा रहा है सब For the first time I feel like Liverpool and United fans are in the same boat after
yeah.
a treacherous weekend. We are all feeling the same thing, which is just amazing. But before we actually get into it, we before we started the live, we were talking so much about अच्छा वो वीडियो का लेआउट क्या होना चाहिए, ऐसा वर्टिकल अच्छा लग रहा है या थोड़ा ऐसे हॉरिजॉन्टल लगना चाहिए, वो सब हमने डिसाइड किया. अभी रिवर साइड ने खुद ही चूज किया है कैसे कर रहे हैं उसको. तो वर्टिकल
Yeah.
हैज बीन सिलेक्टेड. So I
Selected.
guess this is what we are going with. Oh no, I can change it. I can change it. Oh, this is better.
Oh, we are back. I can put my chair in front now.
We learn something new every day,
Every
guys.
day.
But yes, it is great to be here. Ronak, how was your weekend? Let's start with you. Apart from football, how was your weekend? Because I
Oh,
think football
I think my
was,
weekend was all about football.
yeah.
I tried to watch all the Premier League matches. It was a lot of fun. And I played the new FIFA, so that was even more fun.
Nice.
Ooh,
And
tell us about the new FIFA or FC 26 as
FC
the.
it is
26.
honestly, if anyone has played the FC 25, I played on the PS4, it is heaps better than that. I mean, FC 25 was just riddled with glitches and bugs and everything.
Hmm.
This FIFA is much better. Like the players actually respond accurately to what you're intending to do. So
Right.
yeah.
Nice. Damn cool.
What about you, Nathan? How was your weekend outside of football?
Also, we got pretty good weekend. Went to party after a while. That was
Ooh,
nice.
look
And
at you, young people, going partying and all. तेरा देखा मैं तेरा social media पे देख. I keep seeing this. You're the only person that I follow, right? And that I actually like, because I do follow a lot of people that I don't really like. But
okay.
you're the only person that I follow and I actually like, who's actually out at clubs and like dancing and all.
So I
Very
didn't
active
upload that
social
story.
life.
A
Yeah.
friend of mine did, but yeah, I'll take that. So apart from that, I went to play football yesterday, so I had to detox. I mean, that was more fun.
Nice.
That was more fun than clubbing, honestly. We had a time
Ah,
pass game, but it was such a fun game.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So
What
overall,
goes on in clubs these days? Tell us. हमारे ज़माने में तो हम clubs में.
it's I don't I okay I in a month I'll be out once. I'm more of
हाँ.
a chill at home
That's still
or
probably
someone's
12 more
home.
times than me.
Yeah, same. But look at Nathan being all humble now. Oh wait, this is not what these guys like. No, I don't go out so often, guys. But yes,
What is clubbing like? It's expensive, bro. It's more expensive.
yeah.
That's
What what are the rates like now?
dude. For a any like you go to any like club or a regular, let's say a Budweiser, chal, Kingfisher pint, you're paying 500, 450, 500.
Wow,
That's
Yeah.
actually ridiculous.
that is
Yeah.
ridiculous. मगर घर पे बैठ के ही पीने को अच्छा लगता है
Best
फिर.
है.
450,
Best है.
500, I could have got like two 750 ml of the same bottle, almost.
Yeah, exactly.
So
See, this is where
by
the math. This is I was never good
yeah.
at maths
So
except now.
so now this adulting thing is interesting. It's nice. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, it makes absolute sense. Absolute sense. It makes. But let's get on with the fixtures then. Every big team lost. Let's just
Yeah.
put that out there. All the big teams had issues in La Liga also. Real Madrid beaten 5-2 by Atletico Madrid. United lost to Brentford. Chelsea lost to Brighton. Burnley lost to Man City. All the big teams just losing
Lost,
very,
man.
very
What?
badly.
Yeah, it's just one of those
Newcastle
weeks,
losing to Arsenal.
Newcastle
Yeah,
losing to Arsenal as well. So it was great. But we will start off with Crystal Palace 2, Liverpool 1, because Nathan is wearing a nice Liverpool jersey. And we don't get to say this often. This is the first defeat that they've had in this season, defending champions and whatnot. So I thought let's begin the Mayusi with that. Oh,
Ah,
Arne Slot was pissed off, huh?
pissed, dude. He was
So
pissed.
pissed.
He was furious after the second goal went in. You could literally see him. If like if the managers weren't allowed to be on the pitch, he would have stormed on the pitch and like started like some lafda or something. 100%.
Yeah,
He was that furious. Like he had a proper like how like he was furious and. I liked seeing this side of him. Like usually he's generally quite composed,
yeah,
but
ऐसा
I
हुआ
think
क्या है तुम लोग के साथ यार? हर चीज अच्छा तो चल
हाँ.
रहा
yeah,
है.
and dude, Palace bro, just too good. I was watching the first half. I couldn't be. I was just telling. I was on another call just now. I was just telling another friend of mine, like, if we didn't have Alisson Becker, this would have been very identical to that 7-2 loss versus Aston Villa.
Versus Villa.
yeah,
Except it would
You know,
have been
I was
7-1.
about to say that you don't see a lot of Liverpool games and think that Liverpool just should not have won that. I mean, they didn't, but they were
Yeah.
on that day. Palace was clearly the
Hmm.
better team,
Hmm.
and around the 75th minute, and I was having that gut feeling. Yeah, Liverpool, way the season has been going,
Hmm.
late goal आएगा,
Hmm.
late goal
Yeah.
कुछ तो movement आएगा, and and then
Aega.
I was like, shit, man, but I was still like, Palace just deserved something
They
more from
deserve
this
to win,
game
no doubt,
than
no
just
doubt,
a
dude.
point.
They've been
And
excellent.
then literally like 96th or 97, whatever, like I think 90, but the last minute of the extra time, the last action was
Last 30 seconds.
uh yeah, exactly, and that was when the goal came, and
So
Yeah,
Slot was so pissed about that, man.
yeah.
He
So
even
what
threw
happened
one of
was
his players under the bus in
he
the press
did.
conference,
he
Yeah,
and
did. He
that
did.
seemed a
That
little
wasn't nah.
out
That was
of
uncalled
order,
for.
like,
Hmm.
like the
Uh,
first time something really bad like this has happened, and not even bad because Palace were the better team, so you can't really
yeah,
say that it was that horrendous.
yeah,
So
yeah, agreed.
I mean, you can
You
just take
know
it on the chin, man, and at least not throw your players under the bus in front
yeah.
that's
of
true.
the public eye.
I think it
Exactly.
just goes on to
100%.
say that Arne Slot is the perfect replacement for Jurgen Klopp then, because we know Klopp would have done the same. Klopp was and such a sore loser, but Klopp never threw his players under the bus. So I think
No,
that's the
he
big
would have blamed
difference.
it on the
He
pitch,
didn't
on the
park
Yeah.
the
wind,
bus
on the
either.
officials, on
Yeah.
anyone.
But player को नहीं blame करता था.
No.
But
Yeah.
Nathan, do you feel like this is and again, like we're being very reactionary here. I completely get that. But do you think that this is going to be quite destabilizing and demoralizing? And I'm not saying just because they have lost to Crystal Palace, because yes, a loss can happen.
Hmm.
It's a long season. You are going to drop points at some point, and Liverpool have had a perfect start to the season up until now. Whether they deserve to win those games or not is another
Hmm.
discussion. But
I
the manner of the defeat against Crystal Palace, and especially the manager's comments after, is that going to destabilize that dressing room, you think?
uh I would say no, but at the same time this was inevitable. Like even I knew, like, there's one loss coming within the first 8-10 games easily.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I just had a feeling that it could either be this one or the Chelsea one,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think it would. I mean, okay, so it also just goes to show that Slot is not used to, like, he's used to winning games with this team. So this was
Yeah.
like another, like a different. This was like a punch in the face, not even like a slap.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, he messed. I don't think it will demoralize the players. In fact, I think he'll even push them to do better or try to do better.
Yeah.
Okay, and just it all boils down to the defense. Like, I still think midfield attack is ठीक है, संभालेगा. Defense, that center back position, like Konate has just been. I don't know. इसका दिमाग Madrid में already है शायद से, like, honestly, like, it feels that way. Like, that's why I asked you to keep this what do you say, copy on under my name, still waiting for a center back. And this is I think this, no matter where the season goes after this stream as well, this is going, anytime anything you'll ask me, this is going to be my standard response.
Hey, you think Florian Wirtz can play center back because 007 तो हो गया उसका? Assists और goals तो provide नहीं कर रहा है, पर शायद goals रुका सकता है वो. There's a lovely comment. Sorry, there's a lovely comment from Vishal. What a crazy day! Both 442 and Cornflake streaming same time. Thanks, Vishal. You should
Nice.
double watch it like you do when there's multiple games going. You know, एक लैपटॉप पे ये टीवी पे दूसरा उसका फोटो निकाल के हम लोग को सोशल्स पे टैग करो, बहुत मजा आएगा. But I just want to say in the preview stream that we did, I called out that Crystal Palace is Liverpool's bogey team, and we could see
Yeah.
a shocking result here. I wonder if 442 did that, guys. We don't know. No, big love to Azim and Kautuk and Neville, of course,
Azim and Kautuk,
big
yeah.
friends. But yes, Ronaq, in terms of the goal, the last goal that the goal that Liverpool scored, the Salah handball. Do you think there was something in it? Because there was a VAR check, and it did look like it was very Maradona-esque.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah,
course, football Twitter is, having a ball, talking about
Correct.
what more evidence do you need? Because the commentators also said, there is no evidence. They have found no evidence of a handball, ironically showing footage of Salah handling the ball.
No, I mean, if even I didn't get the best look on it, even though there was a VAR check, I don't think they gave all the angles like they generally
Yes.
do.
Yes.
And
yes.
I don't know if the hand even mildly touched the ball or no. If it just went over, then it's all right. But if it touched, then it has to be a handball. Like there's no other way around it when the hand is there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, and like in this week, I think a lot of calls were quite controversial. And a lot of calls were even controversial from the fans' perspective. Like, even though it was the right call, many fans didn't agree. Like, I'm sorry, I'm shifting the topic from Liverpool to Arsenal, but the Gabriel and I think it was Elanga. Gabriel tackled and Elanga, Elanga was running and then Gabriel tackled and then the ball hit Gabriel's
His hand.
hand.
Yeah.
But I was completely in agreement with the referee that it was not a penalty because Gabriel got the ball first, then it hit Elanga,
Yeah.
and then it hit Gabriel's hand. So,
Yeah.
so,
I think
stuff like that.
I think it was similar in the Salah situation as well, and everybody knows me. Like I'm very very eager to shit on Liverpool's parade whenever I can, right?
Right.
But I do feel like just going by the laws of the game, the fact that the only reason Salah's hands were up there was because he felt like he was being pushed. Makes that invalid as a handball decision. So I think the referees got it right. But of course, football Twitter is to on another trip only. तो मजे ले लेते हैं और क्या है. I feel like it was a goalkeeper's game though. Both goalkeepers I thought had a stunning display.
Yeah.
Henderson, man.
Dude, that one save, where I think words ka hi tha. Like 0.1 seconds, like he just put his hand and he stopped that.
Yeah.
I think you have to give it to Palace because since Oliver Glasner has taken over, they have really shown that they can. They weren't like just one season wonders. Like this season also, they've played really well. They won a trophy last season, which was after so many years. And I think now it's about time where we stop thinking about Palace like a small team, even though they lost Eze.
Yeah.
Even though they should have probably gotten someone better. They got Jeremy Pino, who's a decent player, but of course not Premier League proven or anything.
Yeah.
But still, man, Glasner's been able to get performances out of them and results out of them, and that's incredible.
Dude, I have this prediction, right? If Crystal Palace beat Liverpool in the next round of the Carabao Cup at Anfield, Palace may end up winning it. I think.
The Carabao Cup again.
Yeah.
Right? They won the Carabao only Cup, right?
Last
season,
they
won the FA.
Yeah.
The Carabao.
FA won.
Yeah.
The Carabao Newcastle won because
Carabao Newcastle won. FA Cup Crystal Palace won.
Crystal Palace won. Correct.
So this is my prediction. मेरे को लग रहा है, and full props too. You can't just say anything about them. They're just too good. And I am so eagerly waiting to watch Crystal Palace play all of the other big six or other big 8 or 10 teams. So that's.
Yeah.
I mean, just
I'm gonna try and tune in to watch every Palace game whenever I can.
Yeah. they play such good football. I mean,
Exactly,
they
dude.
play such good football.
And
And like
Yeah.
this
also,
game, that Matetaka, that curler that hit the post, man,
yeah,
it
dude.
Ooh.
was
Oh
like
my god.
textbook shot from
Oof.
outside the D. I just wish
Dude.
that would have gone in, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it was so
Yeah.
good.
dude. So speaking again on Palace, dude. Guehi and what's the other defender's name? Munoz and did Lacroix play that
Maxence
game?
Lacroix.
Lacroix.
He
Lacroix.
played.
Lacroix.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lacroix maar
Guehi.
gaya tha yaar.
Yes,
Lacroix.
yeah, Lacroix. These the Munoz specifically had a brilliant game, dude.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was watching him and I'm like, I definitely see some big club either from the Premier League or like wherever going in for him whenever if unless he extends or something. But like I do see a big team going for him because he's
Yeah.
quality. Even Mark Guehi for that matter. But like just so good, so tight
Yeah.
and so quick, so sharp.
Hmm.
What?
I remember this. I forgot who was about to. I think it was Salah or someone. Like he was just going to turn, and before he could turn, he has slided and kicked it out for a throw in or a corner or something. All in a matter of a second.
No,
That
and
1 second could have.
it does look like Crystal Palace have got a very very well balanced squad, right? Like
Yeah.
they've got the right type of player profiles in every position, which is very very good. And Oliver Glasner is also getting the right tune out of them, which is extremely crucial. What is really really fascinating for me to see is a team that was not long ago so heavily dependent on a Wilfried Zaha, right?
Hmm.
So heavily dependent on that man.
Hmm.
Like he was single-handedly dragging Crystal Palace up to mid-table and relative
Correct.
Premier League safety. After losing him, they had that backup lined up in Eberechi Eze. And Eze then became that talismanic player for Palace who was very, very seamlessly fitting into the hole that Zaha left. And now after losing Eze,
It's Sar.
you can it's Sar, but they're not entirely dependent on him. Because
Yeah.
you have Mateta also who can pop up with the goals. You have a
Hmm.
strong engine room in Adam Wharton, like a
I was
class
just gonna
player
say.
Adam Wharton is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got the experience in Will Hughes. Like Will Hughes, I remember he used to play for Watford and he was like a
Yeah.
very, very average Premier League player. But
Correct.
now in this Crystal Palace squad, somehow he's just found another level where he knows he's not the most flashy, the most technically gifted player, but he just keeps that midfield ticking over, which is so important. Right?
You
So he
know,
brings that experience. And then in the defense, like you said, Nathan, you've got Munoz, you've got Lacroix, like everywhere. And back in goal, Hendo as well. It's
And
a very well balanced squad, and it's going to be amazing when Oliver Glasner goes to Manchester United and
I was
fucks it up.
just gonna. I was just thinking of that. I mean, should I say
but
it?
uh, it was. I'll keep United a little ahead, but just
Yeah.
talking about Glasner, when Liverpool was so hard in for Gehi, and around the deadline day only, and then Glasner was very clear that if you sell Gehi, I'm walking out this minute.
Hmm.
And that was what forced all hands on the Gehi transfer. And Crystal Palace had nowhere else to go, because there's no way they're letting a man like Oliver
Yeah.
Glasner leave on
Yeah.
on a technicality, not a
Yeah.
technicality, but he was like, you can't sell Mark Gehi not this
Yeah.
late in a window. You didn't get a replacement. If
Yeah.
this guy goes, I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that just goes to show that I think he would have probably, after losing SA, he would have probably done that for any of his defenders, because
Hmm.
that's that good a team, like that good defensively. A team, even last season, they were one of the better defenses across the Premier League. And I think that is very important to Oliver Glasner's play, because they
Yeah.
do like to put pressure on the counter. They play very quick build up play, and most of it is about soaking the pressure in and pressing high.
Yeah.
So I think it was a very very solid move even from Crystal Palace to be like, there's something building here. We have to just go with whatever the manager wants.
Yeah. Now, whatever was Liverpool's loss ended up being Arsenal's gain because they managed to get the 3 points
Yeah,
somehow at St. James's Park. Again, we called it. I said there would be goals in this one. I
Hmm.
I said that Newcastle are going to go out and ruffle the feathers, and that's what they did. Nick Woltemada with the goal up top. Firstly, I got so pissed off watching that because just the behavior from Gabriel. in that
Yeah,
entire goal was
I agree.
embarrassing, man. Like, if you're an
Totally.
Arsenal fan, if you are an Arsenal fan watching this right now, apologize to football in this live chat right now,
Okay.
because that was embarrassing.
Hmm. I missed out on the match because I was watching the India Pakistan match for obvious reasons. But please
Deshdrohi. We
fill
were
me in
supposed to
on
boycott it. We were supposed to boycott.
please fill me in on what happened with that specific incident. No.
Okay, so corner
Uh,
taken quickly. It wasn't taken. It was just a short corner between Sandro Tonali and Anthony Gordon. Tonali puts in a beautiful cross in from an angle. Nick Woltemada, 6 foot
oh, it
four,
was his header. Okay.
tall striker, goes up for the header. Good movement in the box by Woltemada as well, and a perfect header.
Yeah.
Except
Look.
he has like literally his
Oh,
two
okay.
fingertips
He's
on the back
similar
of
to.
Gabriel, and Gabriel
Uh,
fucking falls like a deck of cards and starts
Absolutely.
complaining that he was fouled,
Hmm.
and then runs into Voltemada in another passage of play, almost elbowing him, just being a dirty cunt.
He is that way. You know, in
Yeah.
fact, now I think of it, now Gabriel would fit Newcastle only. Like he has that in him. He
नहीं
has that
रे
in him.
न्यूकासल एक मिनट आई
No,
एम
no.
सॉरी
Gabriel is a class defender. I
he
mean,
is, yeah,
uh,
yes, he is a class defender. I also do have a little bit of a soft spot for Newcastle. I think Newcastle
yeah.
also a very, very good team, coached very
Yeah.
well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
100%. And I mean, Newcastle did. I mean, they played it by the book. They got
Yeah,
a cross in. They know if they have a 6'4" striker. They were putting crosses in throughout the game. Even though Arsenal have a Saliba and a Gabriel who are amazing in the air,
yeah,
but yes, Newcastle still took their opportunity, got that first goal, and then they defended so well. But Arsenal, I mean, they've
Oh
got
man.
this knack of popping up in set pieces, and that is just brutally good. And like, I
Yeah,
yeah.
mean,
it's so good.
apart from, I mean, I'm happy for Arsenal fans, but I think I am more happy with Gabriel scoring that winner because he just bailed me out in FPL. He just bailed me out in FPL, and 13 solid points. I was looking at a red
Let
arrow,
me check
and
Oh
Gabriel
god.
just fucking popped in with that goal.
Yeah, he is
Man,
that kind of a player. No, I was thinking about
Yeah.
getting him in my FPL, but I thought against it. I
69
made
points.
oh fuck.
Not bad.
Look at you. Well done, well done.
I
मैंने तो मोनोज
Captain
को
Haaland.
निकाला. हाँ हाँ, वो तो आई
Of
थिंक
course.
पूरे दुनिया ने किया
Everyone,
था.
yeah, everyone did
yeah.
that.
Everyone did that, so there's that. But yeah, I thought that entire thing, and even Arteta on the touchline was just being very embarrassing about how
The
he was
Gabriel
being after
incident.
they
Yeah.
the goal in the Gabriel incident and all of that. I really would have liked to see Newcastle see this out, but Arsenal just fucking
Yeah.
kept plugging away and got the 3 points late in the game, man.
Yeah. I think, I mean, that's where even we all consider, right, on WhatsApp that this might be Arsenal's year after all.
Yeah, could it
Because
be?
Yeah,
they're
Could it
getting
really
these
be?
I really
games,
think.
they're able to see out these games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
was
It's a
telling
dark
Tushar
day.
this. I was telling Tushar this. Like, okay, so I before the season started, I put out this one video on my page, uh, Premier League predictions, and I was like, let's be optimistic. Put Chelsea first, Arsenal second, third Liverpool or something. I know that lasted for
Why?
like 2 weeks.
Okay, wait. What is it with all you Liverpool fucks? What is it? Because even Mukesh is exactly like this. No, no, we're not winning. We're not winning. Bencho, you're top of the league. You have a very strong team. You're defending champions. Man City is not doing well. Very realistically speaking, you are the favorites. What is
And
this
Correct.
you got
superstitious
300
We
nonsense?
million
are,
worth of
we are,
strikers, man.
we are
हाँ.
the defending champions, but we can't defend. Like that's
अरे
दिख रहा
वो
है.
तो मतलब अरे वो वीआर तुम लोग के लिए सॉर्ट कर देगा. प्रीमियर
अरे
लीग तुम
लास्ट
लोग के
सीजन
लिए
भी
सॉर्ट
कौन सा
कर
ऐसा
लेगा.
डिफेंड कर रहे थे कि
हाँ.
आर्सेनल जैसा थोड़ी डिफेंड कर रहे थे लास्ट सीजन भी जीते ना.
देखो
So
तुम लोग अगर तुम डिफेंड नहीं कर पाते हो, right? If you're saying that you cannot defend, like Ronaq said last season also, that was the same thing. The only change that has happened is that Trent Alexander-Arnold has left, and we all know that he can't defend anyway. So what has realistically changed for
Oh,
you?
and Darwin Núñez
now
has gotten out, and
Yeah,
Konate,
someone like Alexander Isak has come in. So
yeah.
I mean,
So
upgrades
Konate
all
is
around the
playing.
pitch.
Konate is playing like Alexander Arnold. He's just tuned off. Van Dijk चल फिर भी अभी संभाल रहा है वो पीछे से, right? But That sounded a little
क्या रोतलू है यार लिवरपूल फैंस मतलब क्या देखो भाई
basically to
see
summarize, I think Arsenal is their season.
this fake humble modesty is
Bro,
all
come on.
I can take I feel like this is the worst trait of Liverpool fans that I've
And
seen, this
अंदर से
fake
दो
humble
devils जग रहे हैं इनके कि
हाँ
साला 30 goals, Isaac 25 goals.
हाँ
Amogh and Ronaq, you have to be real. You have to take it like it is. Accept
अच्छा
it.
नेथन तेरा वॉल्यूम थोड़ा ऊपर करना ईशान इज सेइंग नॉट एबल टू हियर नेथन क्लियरली
Oh, really? Okay, hold on.
तेरा माइक थोड़ा
Yeah.
in one of the streams somebody had said petition to get Nathan a USB microphone.
This
He
is the
speaks
USB
well.
microphone. I mean,
तू तेरा हेडफोन के माइक्स पे कर रहा है सी व्हाट रौनक है सी व्हाट आई हैव ऐसा थोड़ा प्रोफेशनल बनने का
I
है
do have.
Podcasters.
I have to find it.
हाँ
I shall invest. Right.
हाँ मैं तेरे को लिंक भेजता है मैं तेरे को लिंक भेजता है मैंने रौनक को भी लिंक भेजा था I should be fucking earning commissions on Amazon for this nonsense. But anyway, so हाँ वही Amazon seller बनना चाहिए मेरे को. But anyway, they in terms of Arsenal, man, like the number of people that I've spoken to over on social media, and who have all said that, oh man, we fucking hate Arsenal and we hate and. But yeah, it does look like this is their year. It looks like the inevitable is about to happen, and honestly it depends on how long they can keep the momentum, because we all know this about Arsenal. They start off seasons very strongly, especially the new look Arsenal now under Arteta after he has like settled in, culture change, yada yada. But it is towards the end of the season. We'll see what happens December onwards, if that drop off is going to come or not.
You know, even like I've said this before and I'll say it again, it is not the Gyökeres signing, it is the Eze and the Hinkapie signing that really just that sold me the project that, you know, this might be Arsenal's year after all. And now when I think about, even when the drop off does come, it's inevitable, right? Every team faces it except for that Manchester City Centurions who just didn't see it, man. But every team will face it inevitably, and these guys have so many good quality players. All of them are match winners. They have an attacking array of players, and all of them are match winners. Even from your midfielders like Declan Rice, Zubimendi scored those two amazing volleys, so we know even he's got a shot in himself. Of course, the Odegaard, the Saka, the Martinelli, the Trossard, the Gyökeres, it's just they, even in on their bad days, we know any one of them can score a one goal. And if nothing works, they've got that fucking corners, they've got the fucking set pieces down, and then they defend so well. Like I think right now, just based on the performances, based on the team, based on everything, it, in my opinion, it is Arsenal's Premier League title to lose.
Yeah.
अभी उनके हाथ में ही है टाइटल. They have to keep going the way they're going, but it is theirs to lose.
Right. Speaking of this, I just happened to open social media, Facebook. I don't know why I'm on, and this is what I see. Okay, these are the next 5 fixtures for Arsenal: West Ham at home, Fulham away, Palace at home, Burnley away, Sunderland away. This is okay. This is Liverpool's next 5: Chelsea away, United at home, Brentford away, Villa at home, and City away. So
Alexa, stop.
So it's looking as
No,
of
but I
now.
mean,
I think,
look at the first 5 fixtures, man. Arsenal played Liverpool, United, and City.
So now, if Liverpool's win all these 5, if not 4 out of 5, then chal, I can be a little more confident. But I do see Arsenal winning
And, you know,
at least
Arsenal,
4 or 5 of these. One draw maybe with Palace.
I mean, they
maybe.
have to, like, the last 3 that you said, I think it was Crystal Palace, and it was Burnley, and then it's Sunderland.
Both
All those 3 teams have an upset in them. Like they
exactly. Let's not discount those teams, because
Burnley
especially with the way Sunderland
and Sunderland, right? Burnley away also, they're doing pretty well. I think they've lost 1 match only so far this season at home. So
no, that's
it's on the day how a team performs, man. Like, you know, how Burnley was able to really frustrate Liverpool, and if it wasn't for that non-penalty penalty,
yeah,
then the result would have been completely different. And
Correct.
that's the same thing that can potentially happen with Arsenal. But that is where I'm saying that Arsenal has now fucking built
Yeah, they
this
have that
depth.
power,
कि
bro.
एक भी कोई any fucker will fucking come and score, man. And
Yeah.
it's kind of
And
pissing
it's
off.
like Mourinho, man. Like, you know, the thing is, as मैं सोचता हूँ हर हफ्ते
Oh,
में, should I put him in my team?
no,
But then
stat.
छोड़. When I forget it now, बेंचो मारता है वो. अभी
In
क्या?
2025, no Arsenal player has scored more Premier League goals than Mikel Merino.
Yeah. But that's
Really?
also because, yeah, but that's also because towards the tail end of last season, they had to use Mikel Merino up as striker, no?
As a
They had a striker crisis
Arey, but
and he delivered. he
he
delivered as a
delivered.
striker. So, like they don't really need Gyökeres. Mikel Merino is there. So now, like Merino is luxury for them now. So
Ah, dude.
that's the thing, right? Like it is one of those seasons where everything that can possibly click for this squad has begun to click. So there is undoubtedly a lot of optimism about Arsenal, and like Ronaq said, it is their title to lose. One would say, even this early on in the season, with last week, like this weekend's fixtures, now 2 points difference between Liverpool and Arsenal. So suddenly it looks very achievable, and with the fixture list that you said, that both these teams have, you can say on paper Arsenal have a better run in, and Liverpool are more likely, with the way they are playing, to lose a lot more points in these next 5 games, and Arsenal to gain those many points. So
Correct.
we will possibly see a little bit of a change in the table in the next 5 game weeks. But again, I keep going back to just what we have seen for years on end, which is second half of the season, last quarter of the season. How does Arteta keep his players still motivated? How does he prevent that implosion that has inevitably always happened for Arsenal, to the point where that has become part of the Arsenal culture? Unfortunately for Arsenal fans and Arsenal players, right? Like we say that, oh, they're a banter club, but that's because they keep getting close and they fuck it up right at the end, right? So if Arsenal and Arteta has changed the culture at Arsenal so much, which the Arsenal fans keep talking about, it is going to be really interesting to see if this one aspect of that culture, which is the most negative one, is addressed as well and is changed as well. And if they can just go over that line, because right now, this season, with the way City and Liverpool, who are, let's be honest, their closest title rivals, the way both these teams are playing, Arsenal should be licking their lips. They should be like, this is it.
Yeah.
There has never been a better opportunity for us, because both these
Yeah.
teams are off their game right now.
Okay, speaking of City, I think ever since Donnarumma was signed, he's played 2 games for them, I think, so far in the Premier League, 2 or 3. I don't have City conceded really, maybe one, no? Something like
I
that.
mean, they conceded against Burnley.
One maybe, one out of 2 or 3 games, which is a good enough stat, and that just goes to show. I feel like with Donnarumma's arrival, City look a little better than what they were at the start of the season. Like
Sure.
I can see that
100%
push,
agree.
and now once Marmoush and Cherki come back,
Hmm.
I think they will. I won't say they will look like the 2023 version, but you can see those glimpses. You will get to see those glimpses, and I
Yeah.
think that shouldn't be swept off under the radar. I think
Yeah.
that's going to be something to watch out for, and okay, there's one game. Basically, I'm just waiting to see the City versus Arsenal game at Etihad. I'm just waiting to see that game. Like, मेरे को देखना है क्या होता है उसमें.
Yeah. Let's see what happens over there. Big upset in London as well. Stamford Bridge, Chelsea losing 3-1 to Brighton. Another red card for Chelsea. Trevor Chalobah with
Yeah.
what can only be considered as the dumbest thing a defender can do.
Yeah.
How did he get the red? I forgot.
He
I'm blanking.
professional foul. Like he just got entangled with a player who was through on goal, and luckily for them, although by the end of the game it really wasn't that lucky because Chelsea ended up losing anyway. But luckily for them, the contact happened outside the box and wasn't a penalty.
Yeah. Right.
But
right.
but again, like I get that you're trying to recover and make up room, but it was. It really was like, you remember when Solskjaer took that red against Newcastle right back in the day.
Yeah.
That was at a time in the game where United was saving the game. So it's understandable if a player makes a professional foul like that. Like this was just unnecessary, I thought.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
Chelsea, I don't know, it's just something with Chelsea and red cards, which I'm really enjoying.
Yeah.
But I mean, then Chelsea were just chasing the game. And Brighton, I mean, Danny Welbeck just
Welbeck, man.
changed the script for them.
I
Yeah.
should have put him
And
in my
like
team,
he's
dude.
always been underrated. Like, even when he was at United, of course, he was a kid, then he went to Arsenal. I still felt he was underrated.
Yeah.
and and now he's a proper Premier League striker. Like, I think years later someone will be like, "Yo, ek Danny Welbeck tha." Like, he would just pop in a goal for our team, like,
Yeah.
and he's that guy, man. Like, he's so good with the build-up play. He's so good just holding the ball, and he's so good being effective.
Yeah.
He's so good being effective. Like, he knows what he has to do. He knows what his capabilities are, and he'll pop in the right moment he has to.
Yeah. The
Very
first goal,
underrated
the
striker.
first goal, the header was
Oof.
honestly so good. It was such a
Oh, so good, dude.
pleasing header to watch because
The
just the
pace of the
movement, the
cross, the
pace of the
movement.
cross, the movement, the jump, and all he had to do was put himself in the right place at the right time. He didn't have to use his neck,
I
nothing.
have been having dreams of that goal for Sesko. Like, मेरे को वो ही चाहिए. मेरे को वो ही चाहिए, but हो ही नहीं रहा है.
And you would think that a player like Sesko would be able to achieve that, air Sesko, but मतलब
It is all in
उसको
the
service,
quality of the fucking cross. That
yeah,
cross was pinpoint and
So
fucking
good,
80
dude.
miles an hour.
yeah.
It just felt that it was so fast.
Was this Brighton's first win of the season also? If I think
I
no, no,
think
or
so.
second,
No,
first or second, I think.
It
was
might
it?
very well be.
But
I mean,
Second.
second, okay. So okay, they also might be picking up pace slowly, looking sharper by every match
yeah.
day, and
And they have
also
decent players,
yeah,
man.
they
They
do
have the
have some good
Mitomas, they
pieces.
have the Minte,
Yeah,
and of course Danny
Minte,
Welbeck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Welbeck,
they have a
and
good
there's
team.
that I forgot his name also. But yeah, speaking of Chelsea, dude, I think this next game for them at home versus Liverpool, this is a must win for Liverpool if they really, because they have to win. They have to either win, draw, okay, maybe, but like, and if Chelsea lose three back to back, a lot of eyebrows will be raised and questions will be asked.
yeah. No,
So
they're actually
let's.
saying that Maresca might get the sack if he loses against Liverpool. Like there is talk of Maresca actually losing his job.
It's
If
no, dude. Like I okay. What do you
You
make,
know,
Amogh? What do you make of Maresca?
I don't know what to make of any of these teams or any of Chelsea's staff or players because इतना खिचड़ी है वहाँ पे. I don't understand which Chelsea is going to turn up, and that's a similar problem to what United are also having. We don't know. Although with United, I think the only difference is 90% of the time you know that a shit United is going to turn up. So with Chelsea, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. In terms of Maresca, I feel from the a stellar season at Leicester in the Championship, right? Like that was his breakout season as a top flight manager. Fucking stellar season with Leicester. At Chelsea, he has shown signs of promise for me, but just going by the United game and the changes that we had a long discussion about it. It made Ruben Amorim's tactics look cohesive, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
That is saying something, right? So I don't know. I don't know what
with
to make of him.
Maresca, I mean, not particularly about Maresca, but it has to be about Maresca because he's the manager. But even Chelsea last season, it just felt like a Cole Palmer show because
Yeah,
when apart from him, you don't know who's gonna get the goals. Like, Pedro
yeah,
Neto is such a good player, but he's just not in the goals, not in the
yeah,
assists either.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
you've got someone like Esteban. Of course, Joao Pedro has been playing well, but when Cole Palmer is playing and at his best, that is when Chelsea really are there because then even Enzo kind of drops back in the midfield. You've got Caicedo protecting the defense. Palmer just
Hmm.
dictates that whole right and the middle. Like he's a free flowing player,
Right.
and that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
where
totally.
Yeah.
Chelsea are the best. And right now, this season, for some reason, because he's got so many wingers now, Maresca started playing Cole Palmer in the middle as little as he's played because, of course, Palmer has been
Injuries,
injured
yeah,
half the time.
yeah,
But even when he's played, he's operated through the middle, and that is just not his best position. You are you are like almost destabilizing the only thing that was making your team tick,
Yeah,
which is Cole Palmer from the right, and rest everyone just figures everything around him,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
was working for them.
That
And
was
I don't.
yeah,
And coming to this weekend, like next weekend, it'll be Chelsea against Liverpool. I just see Liverpool absolutely having a cakewalk. If I don't know about the scoreline, but it's not going to be a tough game for Liverpool.
I
yeah.
hope, bro. Can't predict this team, bro, anymore. Honestly. Hey,
No, Chelsea
but
might score, but Liverpool will be attacking most of the times.
yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
who knows? This next game could also be the game where hopefully Florian Wirtz does something, which is a big ask.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think he'll
Dude,
think.
come
are
good.
bro, like
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
he's
not.
he's a good
He
player.
should come good, but this season, like, just
हाँ
say.
007 बस आ ही रहा है मेरे पास, वो आ जाए फिर हो जाए कुछ
Should it
भी.
be 014 or something?
अरे प्रीमियर लीग में 007 हो जाएगा ना बस.
हुआ
हाँ,
ना
I mean,
already. No,
out
no,
नहीं
six
नहीं,
six
प्रीमियर
seven.
लीग तो नहीं हुआ, पर if we
हाँ.
consider like cup games and everything, तो 007 हो गया. Which I think for the purpose of the joke, everybody is considering all the midweek fixtures.
I'm
So
seeing all these puns over my timeline. Florian Worst.
yeah,
Florian just it's. I mean, I
And
would also
I
say that,
mean,
but
you have to also blame him somewhere, because if it wasn't for Liverpool getting the results, if it wasn't for him being in Liverpool, he has absolutely flopped in his opening few Premier League games.
agreed.
And
yeah,
Hate to say that,
uh,
but agreed.
yeah, and we all know there's a fucking high quality player in there. But
yeah,
we also know, like, even players like Di Maria, who's such a high quality player, even he couldn't cut it in the Premier League. So,
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, he's still young, and there's a lot of development still to do.
Maybe I think Wirtz would do. Hopefully, if Liverpool's run in the Champions League goes long, maybe I think he might do something in the Champions League. Is what
100%.
I'm getting
Yeah,
the
yeah.
because he's
European games, he
used to
will
that.
come
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. European games, maybe you could come
Yeah,
clutch, as
Yeah,
they say.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But just going back to the Chelsea Brighton game, did you see after Welbeck's second goal, after taking his jersey off, he gets yellow carded, obviously, and he patted the referee's bald head.
Oh, he
I
did? I
didn't
didn't
see
Yeah,
see
that.
that.
I didn't see that.
it was too cute. It was
I
very
didn't
cute.
watch the game.
It was very much like Danny Welbeck being the elder statesman that he has now become. Like as United fans, we remember him as the academy kid who was trained in drills by Ruud van Nistelrooy and Cristiano Ronaldo. If you remember that
Yeah,
clip,
yeah.
right? We remember him as this little boy. Now he has grown up into like a proper middle-aged man. He is fully matured. He has become, like you said, that elderly, experienced impact sub for Brighton, and he's just loving life down there. Yellow card ले रहा है, referee को ऐसा pets दे रहा है. It is beautiful, beautiful. He's
Yeah.
killing it.
And I mean, scoring two solid goals, getting your team the victory. I mean, kudos to him, man.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy the moment.
Did you know that in this transfer window, in the off-season transfer window, United did consider an option to bring Danny Welbeck to United?
Oh, I didn't know
Wow.
that.
Yeah, there were
that would have
talks.
Fabrizio ने भी नहीं
that would
बोला
have
था.
been so
Amogh.
effective for you guys.
Amogh says here we go.
Yeah. No, but honestly, Athletic ने report किया था कि he was considered because they already knew all about him from his time at the club. They knew what kind of personality he was. He's been putting in good performances for Brighton, like very stable, can do the job that is required.
Yeah.
See, it would have been an Odion Igalo type of signing again. Like it is just a backup sort of signing. He's not going to consistently lead the line for United, but as an emergency stopgap, he was considered as an option to come to United. And then Benjamin Sesko became available, so they kind of went for
I mean,
that. But
I
would you have
would
liked
still think
Welbeck at
I
United?
would. I mean, not as a main striker, not
Hmm.
as a only striker, but if you're just getting him to help the current strikers, to help the current team also, okay, come on in the 70th minute for 20 minutes or whatever, or help Sesko understand the Premier League in training. That I would be okay with that, because he does have a plethora of experience in the Premier League. He's played in different teams, top teams and lower teams. He
Yeah,
knows what is needed to cut it in the Premier League.
yeah.
And yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But I mean, just knowing how United have been, it's also something that would have been heavily criticized by
Yeah.
everyone. So even for him personally, I don't think would have been a good move.
I don't think, it wouldn't have. But
Yeah.
yes, shall we then do the necessary post-mortem? And it is very much a post-mortem of Brentford 3, Man United 1.
I was fucking
Man,
tired,
okay.
dude. Like, I was like,
So
what the fuck am I even seeing? Like, this is not even a team. Like,
I'm going to,
I've
I'm
seen
going,
Grimsby play better football than what we were like, what we turned up
100%,
with that day.
100%. And I'm just
okay.
going to say this. I'm just going to say this once again. I'm just going to put this to bed, right? The corner flag is honestly the best football show that you can watch in India right now. Right? It is. It
It's the
is
best.
honestly, and fuck. I'm exactly the opposite of a Liverpool fan. मैं इधर जो खुद के पीठ पे ऐसा करने वाला हूँ. But in the fucking preview stream, I said that United are going to fuck up because they have just had a morale boosting win against Chelsea, and historically, especially under Amorim, we have been at our worst after we get a career and season defining victory. The next game is inevitably shit. Inevitably, and that is exactly what this game was. I mean, two Igor Thiago goals because of
Dude,
individual defensive errors. I
dude.
mean,
Like,
not
I don't
only a few
know.
days ago, a few weeks ago, we were saying Matthias Delict is a fucking tank. He's defending so well. Harry Maguire का must redemption arc है. दोनों हगे. Okay,
Heavily.
दोनों हगे.
अरे बट मैं समझ कुछ भी हो रहा था यार गेम में लाइक
He
वहां पे
was
डिलीट
bent.
इज
He
जस्ट
was
स्लिपिंग
subbed
इन
off,
द
no?
टी व्हाट
Maguire was subbed off, right? Later on, I think.
हाँ, but मतलब
या
damage तो was done, no, because he tried to play the offside trap in a very weird way, and fucked up, and he's not the fastest player. Like, he is old enough to know what his strengths and his weaknesses are, and speed is a definite fucking weakness.
no you know like just how the comment came up, do we have to like honestly
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
like while watching the game I was like कि अब मैं छोड़ दूं क्या यूनाइटेड का गेम देखना लाइक मैं 9
हाँ,
मैचेस देखूंगा दूसरी टीम्स के देखूंगा छोड़ दूं क्या अभी थोड़ा टाइम
There's this one creator from the UK only, from Manchester only, I think. Um, Saeed TV, you guys might know him or seen of him. So I watched one of his reaction after the Bruno penalty miss. Right, he was with two of his friends watching the stream or watch along, and it was his watch along stream. And after Bruno missed, the keeper saved it. Keller, great save also, by the way. This guy goes like, "Okay, shut it off. Get out of my house." And they go and
yeah,
eat biryani. He's like, "Let's go eat biryani."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah I mean valid crash out man
Valid crash
He
out.
is
Also, I
known
want to
for
go
the
back.
biryani.
I'm sorry, it wasn't a good save by Keller. It was a
yeah it
bad
was a
penalty.
fucking horrible penalty
It was a very bad penalty. It was unlike a Bruno penalty. Bruno is known to be very fucking clinical with it. I don't know what has changed with Bruno. Have you noticed that he's not doing the hop, skip, and jump technique anymore?
yeah he's not
Why?
Oh
Why?
yeah.
Why has he stopped doing that? कौन चूतिया है जो उसको बोला कि ऐसा मत कर? कौन है वो? क्योंकि वो चल रहा था.
चल रहा था यार
वो
literally.
चल रहा था, and then there would be some penalties where he wouldn't do it, and that would catch the goalkeeper off guard because the goalkeeper is expecting a little stutter. It fucking worked. Who is the bastard who told him to change that shit around? Who is the fucker who got in his head?
नहीं, but
वो मेरे को
now
देखने का.
after 2 misses out of 3, do you think Bruno is still on pens?
I think in some games Cunha should be given the ball, or
No, I mean,
Sesko.
next game, our next penalty, who is taking it?
Bruno only.
I feel the next penalty needs to be between Cunha and Mbumo, and I would say Cunha because Cunha needs a goal, right? Like, you need to get your non-scoring attacking players a goal so that they get that monkey off their back. All right, I feel like this whole thing about who is the designated penalty taker, खत्म करो, नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि that is where most of the fucking tactical brilliance of an opposition manager comes into play. every opposition manager is looking at their opposition in their pre-match analysis and they're saying अच्छा ठीक है अगर कॉर्नर होगा यहाँ से तो हम ऐसे सेटअप करेंगे वहां से कॉर्नर होगा तो ऐसे सेटअप करेंगे इनका पेनल्टी टेकर तो ब्रूनो है ब्रूनो इधर 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 मारता है तो इसके लिए हम ऐसे प्रिपेयर करेंगे why are we fucking playing into their tactics throw it around no fucking ट्रेंड चल रहा है सोशल मीडिया पे always keep them guessing
No, see, I mean, at least before this season, I don't think we had any other proper penalty takers apart from Bruno.
yeah
Like then, of course, you had other players, but they're not Bruno level. Like
Yeah.
in general, even
Yeah.
Bruno's been off his levels this season, but Bruno's a good penalty taker.
he's a
man.
good penalty taker yeah
Exactly. So we've not had someone like that even trying to compete with Bruno for the penalty kick. जब Ronaldo था तो वो ही ले रहा था. It was so वैसा
Yeah.
था.
Huh.
And now I think now that there is some competition and that Bruno has also gone and missed 2 out of 3.
yeah
I think it's time. Even I think I want him only to just go and ke boss Cunha ke this next penalty is yours. Okay? I
Yeah.
don't want like a strategic or managerial decision to kind of
Yeah.
influence this. I wanted
Yeah.
कि Bruno जब next penalty आए तो Bruno के हाथ में बॉल होना चाहिए. And then he's like कि नहीं भाई Cunha तू ले अभी बहुत हो
हाँ.
गया. Next one I'll take. Or whenever like we are winning
Correct.
some game and फिर penalty
I'll
मिले, that
take
time
yeah
Bruno
exactly
should- yeah.
it is a penalty is a fucking get out of jail free card use it wisely right fucking I would have said Sesko को दे दो penalty get his
Like,
morale
when
up
you
as
are
well
so starved of goals now, like how we have been, man. Like, just can you imagine these 2 penalties that he's missed? The whole narrative would have been different around United. Like, कितना
Yeah.
बदल जाता भाई वो 2 penalties से. They
Yeah.
were critical moment penalties and
Yeah.
निकल गया हाथ से.
Yeah, exactly. Even the Sesko goal. So Sesko brings us back to 2-1. And even that goal just seemed like not it wasn't a good goal. It was
Scrappy as hell.
तीन try लगे उसको. तीन
It
try.
feels like one of those goals we finish in on playing 5v5 route.
Yeah.
Literally.
It was embarrassing to watch. You know, I spoke so much about Gabriel's behavior and Arteta's behavior after that Newcastle goal being embarrassing. This was the true embarrassment of the weekend. How? What? But okay, now let's ask the obvious question, right? Because the talk is that Amarim's days are numbered. You also said this on our WhatsApp group, Ronaq, that it does feel like now Amarim's days are numbered. The MUSCM WhatsApp group is going on full meltdown as it always does after any United game. But what is the solution? Would you stick with Amarim and stick to your principles and be like, no matter what happens, हम लोग इसके साथ ही रहेंगे. That is the only way the alleged player power comes into control, and players realize that if they don't like the way things are going, they can't just down tools and expect the manager to be sacked. Get a new manager in who they might connect with better and hope for the best. It is going to be this or nothing.
So I'll tell you what my thoughts on this are. First of all, for Amarim, I wanted it to work out. I wanted Amarim to work out. He's a young manager, interesting new ideas. He could connect with players in a much different way than probably a Jose Mourinho would connect to players in today's game.
Yeah.
So I was happy with the appointment. But, whatever system you play, you've got to win games. And
Yeah.
even when you're supposed, when you're 1 year into the project, like he's at United, and when you're in a big club like United, even if you're not winning games, but if someone can see that there's some performances there, you hit the crossbar twice, and then you know how we lost against Arsenal.
Yeah.
There's a good performance there.
Yeah,
We gave the right credits to United.
Yeah.
But then when you go and see the performance against Brentford, that just makes you lose all faith, hope of any prospect only, because that was not a football team. That was
Yeah.
not a Premier League club that was playing. That was a bunch of children against a Premier League team.
Yeah.
And that is just not acceptable. And there's no way I can defend Amorim any further. And as for my thoughts on what is the solution, I don't think I have any solution. At this point, I've taken my hands up. I have nothing, no thoughts on what a solution could even be.
Yeah.
अभी जो बोर्ड डिसीजन लेगा जहां पे भाई चलेगा वैसे जाएगा. Like I have nothing to say on this. Manager change हुआ तो हुआ. I will fucking think that United is getting back when I see the results. जो
I'll
भी
tell you,
मैनेजर हो, जो
I,
भी प्लेयर्स हो, आई
I,
डोंट केयर एनीमोर.
I'll tell you what the solution is. And this is going to sound very harsh for United fans, but this is the solution, right? Because no matter what you do, abhi owners bhi change hua hai. Of course, it's not a full takeover by Ineos, but whatever it is, they are more involved in the footballing operations of the club. So we can point fingers at Ineos ka ownership, right? नए ओनर्स आ गए फिर भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. एक तो जिम रैटक्लिफ एज अ फुटबॉल क्लब ओनर, I have my doubts, and I have always had my doubts about him and Ineos because their track record is not great. The whole Dan Ashworth saga and all of that is just red flag after fucking red flag. So that's one thing. It's almost like it's kind of like the Todd Bowley thing. Like rich kid के हाथ में remote control car दिया and he's very excited about it, but he doesn't know how to fucking use it, and he is going to crash and burn it. Right? It is the same analogy that we can use in terms of Ineos as well. So I have my doubts about it. If they do well and if they really bring this club back to its former glory or whatever, I'll be the first person to be like, hands up, well done, I misjudged you, kudos. ओनर चेंज होके कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा है, मैनेजर चेंज होके भी कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. देयर आर सो मेनी यूनाइटेड फैंस हु आर सेइंग दैट ओ Amorim should be sacked now, enough is enough, he is not providing the results. And yes, the stats, the numbers are atrocious. Like I remember in David Moyes' season when we finished seventh, we were like, this is the lowest we can be. How can we do?
I mean,
How that feels so long ago now. That feels so fucking long ago now. You change the manager right now, nothing is going to change. Oliver Glasner आएगा या एंडोनी इराओला आएगा या कोई भी आएगा, कुछ फर्क, घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. Because it is going to be the same thing. Same fucking thing. You're going to fight any manager. अरे नेतन तू भी जाएगा ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे मैनेज करने को यूनाइटेड के लिए, वही होगा. पहला 3-4 हफ्ता मस्त मस्त रिजल्ट्स आएगा because you're a nice guy, you know, they like being around you. And then it will go down again. Players को change करो. Bomb squad. The solution is United need to look at themselves in the mirror, and United fans, United players, United staff, United fucking owners, everybody needs to look at themselves in the mirror and tell themselves, we are a mid-table club. We are not the Manchester United of old. We are not a fucking sleeping giant of the game or anything. We are a mid-table club. We are a mid-table club and we have mid-table players, and we need to fucking give these players mid-table salaries. The minute you give them overinflated contracts, and I hold everybody accountable for this. तुम्हें बेंचो 200,000 अर्न करना है, जाओ चेल्सी, इधर मत आओ. We want players who will be happy to play for United at 90,000 a week, max 120,000 a week, and you build that hunger from there.
See, I'll tell you something. Like, I feel like right now, of course, the shadows, the darkest it has been in a while. Because we could see glimmer of progress. We could see a glimmer of, losing the dead weight players that are not working for us. We sold them now. Of course, the Rashford has gone and done really well. Sancho का जो भी है, but we saw कि ठीक है, चलो कुछ clear out हो रहा है थोड़ा. I was happy with the transfer market. I was happy with the transfers. Maybe a Baleba would have really, kicked in the brought it home kind of thing. Not the trophy, but like brought a good team home. But uh, where I see that progress happening, even from like a management, like the board level perspective, say we functioned as a better club than we have in the past few seasons. I can see that. But the performances against Arsenal, like all those slimmer and the glimmer of hope is good, but you just have to get the results. Yeah, like I don't even United का जा रहा है ठीक, like मेरे को बहुत बुरा लग रहा है, but even for fucking Amorim, man, like as a person, I feel he's such a good manager. I think he has the right ideas. I just hope he gets some luck his way, man. Like I don't know
yeah,
what the even
honestly,
problem is. Like I feel he needs something to tick for
dude,
him. Thoda like
it's
one weekend he fucking kills it in the Chelsea game where of course they took a red card, but then to back it up with this performance against Brentford, like even he must be fucking crying to sleep at night.
Yeah.
what the fuck am I supposed to do here? How
Yeah.
are these same players giving these two different performances?
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
what does a man do?
So there's a couple of questions from Ishan in the live chat. So we'll just quickly discuss those. One is, do you think Bruno's decline has started?
Ooh,
So
it's
just
a good
going back to the
question.
Bruno discussion,
It's a very good question, Ishan.
what do you think, Nathan? Let's get a Liverpool fan perspective on this
Yeah.
first. As an
Uh,
outsider, do you think Bruno's decline has started?
Nah, I don't think. I genuinely think, as much as I dislike his personality on the pitch, I do think he's a brilliant player. I just think now he's just like the fans, just frustrated with everything around him. So I think it's reached a point where Shayad say this is affecting him now. This is affecting him now, and
Hmm.
and maybe I think that was the root cause. Bruno, man, I he's one of those players I wish played for my club.
I
Hmm.
was
Honestly.
about to say that you take words out, put Bruno in, just see Liverpool scoring fucking 7-8 goals a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those players. I do think it's just the overall atmosphere, one, the results,
100%.
two, the
100%.
fatigue around that's what's bothering him. And I mean, dude, it's reached a point where even I empathize with you guys, man. Honestly, like
I mean,
Ronak and Amogh, you'll never walk alone. It's fine.
that was very nice.
Yeah.
So, like,
Liverpool United Bhaichara. What has the world come to? But yeah.
best two teams in
Ronak.
England. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So,
100%. Ronak, do you think Ronak's decline has started, or do you echo Nathan's
Not
sentiment?
at all, man. I think first of all, he's a player who can play 65 games a season.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
mean, physically we know he's fit as ever. He barely ever gets injured. There's a case to be made whether he's not in the right position. 100%.
Yeah.
There's a
I
very valid
that
case
that
for
I agree.
that.
That I agree
Uh,
with.
Bruno has shown, like, even lockdown Bruno, everyone remembers he could score goals for fun.
Oh man,
Yeah.
A
lockdown
player
Bruno was a
like that, a
different.
player who has such a good shot on him, you want him closer to the goal. That is just
Yeah.
Hmm.
basic
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
So he's out of position, definitely. But also, like, he's such a good player in terms of plugging in wherever the team needs him, because uh, his defensive work rate is so high. Even as an attacking midfielder, his like defensive work rate was so high that
Yeah.
I don't think it's his decline. I think it's the atmosphere, as Nathan said. I think it's the team. Like,
Hmm.
even Rashford, you see, Rashford was nowhere near Bruno. But
Hmm.
look at Rashford now. When you put a
Yes,
good player in a
yes.
well functioning team, a
Yeah.
team who knows how they're supposed to play, and the person just fits in like a cog. In
Yeah.
seeing what others are doing, then they play much better because they don't have to think. Not
Yeah.
everything is criticized because they're
Yeah.
part of a bigger project. Like
Yeah.
words at Liverpool, आ रहा है थोड़ा criticism, but फिर भी चल रहा है. In the
Hmm.
hate comments and all नहीं हो रहा है. Everyone's like के, yeah, he's not performed but he's a good player, he's not performed but he's a good player.
Yeah.
And that luxury unfortunately United में नहीं है.
Hmm.
It's been
I have a
stripped out.
question. I have a question for both of you. If United do finish, let's say whatever 13, 14, 15th, okay, do you see Bruno staying at the club for another year, or do you see him exiting?
Oh, regardless, I feel he's leaving next season.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. I feel this is his last season at the club.
I feel,
uh,
and you know what?
I think he'll go
Honestly,
to
like,
Saudi. I feel he'll
yeah,
just go to Saudi.
yeah, that would be a good like
He's
100
had
million or something for you
regular
guys.
offers every summer.
Mm, mm.
He's had regular, I mean, there's no
No,
other
dude,
word
I
but
don't think he'll go to
failure.
Saudi.
Failure
My bad.
every year. He is 30 right now. As a footballer, you have to look at it. Of course, he's earned
Nah.
decently well at United, but going to Saudi as a Bruno Fernandes, he'd be making just little less than Ronaldo. He would be the second highest player there.
Yeah.
So,
Uh, so I think the thing is that I don't think Bruno will go to Saudi, because knowing Bruno, knowing his mentality, how good he knows, how good he is, right?
hmm,
I do see him thinking that नहीं यार मुझे I want to win some trophies in Europe only first, एक दो
hmm.
साल के लिए, फिर उसके बाद मैं चला जाऊंगा जो भी किधर भी. So maybe I
See,
do
but
see
like
him
I feel he
branching out
has.
to the Bundesliga, or maybe even La Liga also. You never know. Like you just, but I don't know if he's going to go to Saudi immediately. Is what I think.
No, but like I mean, see, I mean, just have a look at all the top clubs. Bruno does play in any club. Like he will be a good addition to any club, but
Yeah,
it's still Bruno Fernandes. It's still United ka captain. It's not going to be an easy transfer. It's going to be an expensive transfer fees, and then it is this player's final big contract. So it's going to be a
yeah,
big contract as well.
yeah,
So which current team is going to put in the bucks for a
yeah.
31-year-old Bruno Fernandes to come in and do his thing?
Exactly, exactly.
Napoli might. You never know, dude. You may just might. You just
Yeah,
No,
never
but
they
know.
then
don't.
Bruno's
They
not going to
don't.
get
No.
the money.
Yeah, he's not going to get the money, and also Napoli won't have the financial muscle to pull off this transfer. They won't.
You never know.
They
I
won't.
just feel. I just get the feeling that he'll if he leaves next
De
season,
Bruyne,
he'll play
अरे बाबा
one.
De Bruyne they got on a free यार. De Bruyne also they got on a free. So
He'll play
it's
in La
they
Liga
make
maybe.
smart
You never know.
moves. They again La Liga में किधर जाएगा? Real Madrid don't have a
No,
need
they
for
won't.
Bruno Fernandes.
Madrid
Yeah,
won't go for it. Maybe
and not even
Atleti
Barca,
maybe.
man.
Yeah, Barca
Atleti,
also
maybe, but even
maybe.
Atleti doesn't play like that. Atleti plays
Yeah,
with two strikers, and they have a very solid midfield too, which
yeah,
Bruno can be a part of. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's still very open. But
yeah.
I have
The
a
thing
feeling
is,
he'd be going to Saudi because Saudis
Hmm.
can make an offer very lucrative. And
Yeah,
think as a
that's
player,
true.
yeah, he's come from Portugal and he's there to make this is his earning, this is his living.
yeah,
He does want trophies, but now even he's 31, he understands that this is his final big contract. Does
yeah,
he want 5 million in the next 3 years? Does he want 25 million in the next 3 years? So the difference
yeah,
is that big.
yeah. One last question that Ishan had was this: do you think Amorim has been backed properly because he highlighted the problem for 8 months, but no players of his profile are there? I think only Cunha and Mbumo are there.
I slightly do agree. He desperately wanted Baleba because see,
Yeah,
because of the system Amorim plays, okay, he knows he has more defensive players than attacking players in his team. The defensive players have to be right, and the attacking players have to be right. Like the whole system is very different. Like if that midfield two may we see the difference when an Ugarte plays and an Casemiro plays.
Yeah,
If the player is not the right fit for this system, it will break the system. And how?
yeah,
Because it is just that fragile a system, because these players have not bought into that system that well. They're
yeah,
still figuring the system out. And the team is also very new. Even the attackers like the Cunha and the Mbomo, even they are for the first time playing in this system. So I do
yeah,
believe Amorim needs some time, more time. As I mean, it seems like stupidly optimistic to even say this because of the result we've just seen.
yeah,
But I have to agree with the comment that maybe there is an argument to be made that he's not been backed 100%. I mean,
yeah,
his first signing was Dorgu, and Dorgu is by no like measure of the word. He's not like a. He's not even like a Kirkes man that Liverpool
yeah,
got.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Dorgu is very much a young player who's just wrecking his heart out to play. He's running the flank left hand, but he's not the
yeah,
top player yet.
yeah,
So yeah, there's a case to be made that he's not been backed 100%. He
yeah,
desperately wanted Baleba. I think he really desperately wanted Baleba. And you look at any of the midfielders, like any top teams, everyone has that 100 million CDM. Like Caicedo, there's Rice, uh,
no, I mean,
there's
but
every team. If Rodri's not a 100 million player, but he's now worth 100 million because
yeah, yeah,
so every team needs that 100 million CDM, and they're a rare breed, and we've
yeah,
understood that.
yeah.
So I feel we should have gone for Baleba even harder, but it is what it
I
is.
feel like maybe we should not have gone for Shesko and gone for Baleba. We should have saved the Shesko
that
money and gone for Baleba. And I'll tell you
I mean,
why. I'll tell you why. Because, and this might be a very basic observation, but Shesko is your classic number 9, right? And for a classic number 9 to thrive, there needs to be proper service. We saw the same thing happen with Hoyland as well. Hoyland on his day, and we have seen some days like that, he was making some good moves, he was making some good
yeah,
runs into
yeah,
the
yeah.
box, but the delivery to him was just not there,
yeah,
right? Like most of our goals, if you look back the last 2 3 seasons, most of our goals have come from the midfield or from the wings. They have come from a Bruno, they've come from a Garnacho, they've come from an Ahmad, they've come from some, in some rare cases,
correct.
Anthony's, right? They have not come from a Hoyland or a Xerxes who play in that central attacking centre forward striker role. So what is the need to go for a 73 million Benjamin Šeško if he's not going to be serviced well? When you have a Matthias Cunha, I understand the squad depth reason. Yes, with a Šeško, it gives us more squad depth in the attacking side of the pitch. But I think it would be a lot better if you had Cunha play that centre forward role, because he is the kind of high energy player who can press up and press down as the system requires. You have Mbomo on the left. You can have Ahmad and this one Bruno in the two number 10s,
See,
or
I
you
mean,
can
just
play around with
going
that.
off
Ahmad can drop to the bench. You can have Mbumo and Bruno play the two number 10s. And with your wing backs, so now the Dorgu Dallo situation in the wing backs is not ideal, but you eventually upgrade to better wing backs who can suit the role, and then you have a potent attacking lineup.
I would have to disagree a bit on Sesko, because I feel he's not a striker we've bought for this season. He's a striker we've bought keeping the next 8 years in mind, because he does have that capability, does have that ability, that if you do develop him, he'll become that good eventually. But having said that,
Nathan has
we
zoned out, by the way.
yeah, and there's a lot of noise from your end, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, some.
But yeah, with Sesko, like, we do need to give him service. That is very clear. But also, I mean, coming to Bruno, when you see how he's playing Cunha, Cunha's playing as the left number 10. The first choice number 10 left side is Cunha. And what is the sole difference between Cunha and Bruno? Of course, Cunha is a better dribbler, but he's much faster.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that Amorim just didn't want in a number 10, that he doesn't want a slower number 10, because he wants that quick counter play.
Quick
Both
counter.
Mboma and
I
Cunha
think.
are running,
Hmm.
and that is what he wants. So that is
Yeah.
why he had to put Bruno as a
Number 6.
holding, number 6. And I think Bruno can still be very effective from that side, because that late run, as we saw in the game against Chelsea, that late run in, he got to the end of the ball and put the goal in. But when the team is not functioning, no, when the team is not winning, not functioning, when they're not winning, results nahi aa rahe hai na, then there's a case to be made for 100 different things that are wrong. There's a case to be made for 1000 things that can be changed. When things are working, when you're getting results, even if not getting the performance but getting the results now, then it is like you can work on the performances. But the result is just so important. Like right now, he's just fighting for his life, Amorim.
Yeah.
And there's no easy way to say that.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
are your score predictions, guys, for the next game versus Sunderland, I guess? At home?
Is it Sunderland?
Now that
Oh, it is Sunderland.
next game is Sunderland, and now that we've had this
we'll
performance
win.
against Brentford, I think we'll win.
We'll win.
I think it'll be a lucky 1-0 win.
No, I think
But
we'll
away.
win convincingly.
2-0.
Achha.
2-0, 3-1.
I feel we'll win convincingly, because this is same yo-yo na.
Hey,
Abhi
but
next game
also,
जीतेंगे,
dude,
फिर
Sunderland
third वाला
are
game
in good
हारेंगे.
form also, no?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Also, you all have to
I
win
don't
up.
know, man.
Okay, you all are not. You all need to win.
like
this.
as soon as the first comment was so apt. Why do we even have to? Like United, we could have just spoken about 100 other things. It's the
Yeah.
most useless conversation to have, because there's no getting to the bottom of anything. No one has a solution to it.
Yeah.
And no one has a clear answer to it. No one even has a clear prediction for anything that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let alone us. Even the fucking manager doesn't know. So
Yeah.
let's talk about something else, if at all.
Yeah. I think let's wrap it up for now. I think we've had a nice therapy session. I think that is enough for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and for listening. Those who are going to listen to this episode later on Spotify, you can also watch it later on YouTube as well. Please do like and subscribe on this YouTube channel. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers, guys. 1,000. We want to make that first 1K.
Yes.
So let's make that happen. Tell your friends, tell them to come here and like and subscribe. We are going to be here as often as possible. You can find us on our social media as well. Ronaq is on Instagram at
Ronaq Vikamsi.
Nathan is on Instagram at,
It's Nathan Gomes.
and I'm on Instagram at Amogh. You can also follow the Corner Flag on Instagram at @CornerFlagPod. Like I said, on YouTube at the rate Corner Flag Pod. You can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. Shout out to Kazad Gurda for composing our theme tune. And until next time, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Ronaq.
Bye bye, guys.
Say bye, Nathan.
Bye, guys. See you.
And,
Cheers.
and it's bye from me.